There is a place on Earth where faces seem unfinished. Eyes slide out of position, jaws stretch wider than reason, skin thins until bone and muscle show through. This isn't a nightmare. It's not fiction, and it isn't evolution gone wrong. It's what happens when life is pushed to the absolute edge, far below the waves, beneath sunlight, beneath warmth, beneath familiarity. There is a world where survival reshapes everything, including the face. And the deeper we go, the stranger those faces become. Layer 1, where light begins to fade. As we descend past the last traces of sunlight, the ocean begins to change. Here, light no longer fills the water. It barely survives. Filtered, weakened, and unreliable. For fish living at this depth, eyes are everything. But instead of neat, symmetrical faces, many species develop eyes that look misplaced, oversized, or oddly spaced apart. Some eyes bulge outward, others tilt upward, scanning for shadows above. A few begin to drift apart entirely, stretching across flattened heads. It looks wrong to us, but here, symmetry is a luxury. These faces are shaped not by beauty, but by desperation. And already, scientists are left with a question. Why do some deep-sea fish abandon the balanced faces that dominate life near the surface? Layer 2. Pressure that warps reality. Descend deeper. Now the pressure is crushing, hundreds of times greater than at the surface. At this depth, even solid metal bends. Bones soften, muscles loosen, skin thins. Faces begin to look less like masks and more like frameworks. Some deep-sea fish lose rigid skull structures entirely. Their heads become flexible, almost unfinished in appearance, because stiffness here is a liability. A solid face can crack. A soft one can survive. Jaws elongate, cheeks disappear, teeth protrude, exposed like tools with no casing. It raises a disturbing thought. These faces aren't incomplete. They're stripped down to only what matters. But why does evolution choose to remove so much instead of adding more? Layer 3. The hunger problem. Go deeper still. Food is no longer common. Meals don't arrive daily or even weekly. Sometimes they don't arrive for months. In this darkness, many fish evolve faces dominated by mouths. Eyes shrink or vanish entirely. Skulls become little more than hinges for jaws. Some species develop mouths so large they can swallow prey bigger than themselves. Others grow teeth that curve inward, ensuring nothing escapes once captured. To us, these faces look monstrous, unfinished sketches focused on only one feature. But here, the face is no longer about sensing the world. It's about seizing rare opportunity. And scientists still don't know how these fish regulate hunger for such long stretches, or how their brains endure the constant scarcity. What we've discovered only deepens the mystery. Layer 4. When faces become signals. Now we enter near total darkness. Here, faces begin to glow. Bioluminescent organs appear, tiny lights embedded near eyes, jaws, or foreheads. Some dangle glowing lures from their faces, mimicking prey. In this world, a face is no longer just for eating or seeing. It becomes a message. Come closer. I am food. I am not a threat. Or sometimes, I am danger. But these glowing features are strangely placed, asymmetrical, and often crude in appearance. Why? because precision costs energy, and energy is rare. Scientists believe many deep-sea faces look unfinished because evolution here favors function over refinement. Good enough is better than perfect. Yet how these creatures control their light or why certain patterns evolved over others remains largely unknown. Layer 5. When faces become without purpose. At the deepest known depths, something even stranger happens. Some fish lose faces almost entirely. Eyes vanish, nostrils fade, skin becomes translucent. Their heads appear blank, like placeholders rather than designs. These animals drift, conserving energy, reacting only to vibrations or chemical traces in the water. Here, a face is no longer a tool for interaction. It's optional. And that raises one of the deepest questions of all. If evolution can erase faces entirely, what does that say about why faces exist in the first place?